Urban exploration, the art, hobby and sport of going where one is not intended to. The extensive infiltration of old, dangerous, off-limits or simply forgotten places. Why? Why not? Everyone has a different answer as to why. Some say they're interested in the history of old and abandoned places. Some say it's for the rush of going where they're not supposed to. Social engineering or putting their life or freedom in danger. There are those who believe that putting one's life at risk makes one feel more alive. Then there are those who just get a kick out of it. It's gaining the history of a city, not through guided tours or pamphlets, but through the very buildings and tunnels that make it up. Where nothing is hidden, nothing is censored. Nothing has rounded, ergonomic corners to indicate the areas intended to be interacted with. There are no helpful neon entrance and exit arrows or smiling uniforms to ask for directions. There is just you and the city, and as long as you treat it with respect and caution, it won't kill you. The urban explorer hears the secret voice of the city, its true voice. The voice that is too quiet to hear over the rush hour traffic, in a crowded fast food restaurant or coffee shop or mall. When one stands in what was once a grand, opulent, 30-story railroad station and office complex, completely alone in a high-ceiling lobby, with the airborne dust illuminated by the moonlight as it shines through the shattered stained glass windows high above. Then one truly hears the city speak. It speaks in colorful, sometimes cryptic graffiti. It speaks in the sound of rain filtering through the floors overhead, and in the wind blowing through deserted hallways. It speaks through the homeless whose belongings and bedding slowly accumulate and are gradually deserted. It speaks through the decay of a building that was once proud, cared for, beautiful. The beauty one finds in a building that has been abandoned for decades, with vines climbing its walls and razor wire and caution tape surrounding it. That is the voice of the city. After any night of urban exploration, normal life seems unfulfilling. It seems false, or at least too far abstracted from reality to be useful. You never think of riding a subway the same way once you've been through its tunnels on foot, with no steel and glass shielding you from the world beneath. The urban explorer is free for a few hours. He steps out of the world of signposts and streetlights, and city buses and contracts, and income tax, and going out of business, sales, everything must go, and for a period exists in a separate cosmos, where there are no arbitrary rules, no laws, no regular expressions, and no human resource directors. Whether walking or crawling through the storm drains of the city underneath the streets, or running the mass transit tunnels, or exploring ancient buildings, or for that matter active ones, the urban explorer is granted a brief reprieve from reality. It is destroying your favorite shirt and tearing your back open on a rusty nail hanging from the ceiling of a 3-foot high concrete drain and feeling good about it the next day. This is urban exploration. It's all that and more.
Yeah, I just find finding old places like this just so magical. You find all the history, the emotion behind it.